Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? My name is Tay, and welcome back to my channel, Inspire Me, where I talk about current or relatable topics, all from a godly perspective. And today's topic is called My First Fasting Testimony. The video before, I think I uploaded about close to 2 years ago or something, but it had to be taken down. So I thought about doing it again, but I just never did. So I feel like with what I just said in the previous message, it kind of like ties in. So I wanted to tell you now, some of you might remember, this is part one. It all started at the beginning of 2019. I wanted to go to another state to attend a conference. Now I usually don't do things like that, but I figured the ticket wasn't as expensive, because I had to pay for the ticket, I had to pay to travel to go to that state, and I had to pay for the hotel. But I was like, okay, it's not too expensive, because like if it's real expensive, yeah, I'm not gonna do it. But it was okay. But I guess God just put it in my spirit, like, okay, you need to attend this. So during that time, my money didn't come due to different circumstances. So I'm like, okay, I really need this money to go to this trip, because without that money, yeah, I'm not gonna make it. So I was like telling God, like, of course I did what I had to do, but I'm like, I don't know how long it's gonna take. Like, God, I need this money ASAP. For some reason, it's like God kept putting it on my spirit. Kind of like watching videos, like prophetic videos too. It's like God kept putting this person on my spirit. Her videos are about fasting. For some reason, I don't know. I can't even remember what the first one said. The first video. Shake my head. Yeah, might start leaking again. I don't even know what the first video said, but I just clicked it. I just know it was still with fasting, and I just clicked it. It was okay. I can't remember what the video was about really, but for some reason, I know now it was God, like telling me, okay, you need to listen to another one of her videos. And you know, when you listen to like somebody's video, sometimes what you call it will recommend other videos in that say like this close to it, whether it be another, not author, but another person, channel, whatever, or it could be the exact same person with a different subject or whatever topic. With the second video, of course, it was about fasting, but I can't remember the title of that, but I remember what it said a little bit. It said, if God led you to me, if he led you to this video, he's telling you to fast. And immediately when I heard that, I knew that's what God wanted me to do, because, yeah, I love food, and I don't think I ever fasted. The first time I actually fasted was like a year or two prior to that. I just did, I think it was a Daniel fast with my church, and then I started, you know what, the Daniel fast is 21 days. You can't eat meat, you can't eat dairy, you can't eat a lot of things. So I was kind of new to it. Now, I think I came on it like a week left, or it could have been less than that. And of course, I only didn't eat meat, but everything else, sweets, dairy, yeah, I ate that. So it's like, I wouldn't really say that fast really counted, because I was still feeding the flesh. And you know, when you're doing a Daniel fast, unless you're like vegan or something like that, vegetarian, you really don't eat none of that stuff anyways. But yeah, with me, I eat all that. So yeah, by me having sugar and all that stuff, it's like, yeah, it defeat the purpose. So I didn't really do that fast. So that was actually my real fast I would have did. So when I heard that, I was like, okay, maybe this is the breakthrough that I need for me to get my money or something. Lo and behold, I was with my kids then, so I had to get them up early for school. So I think I started my fast like a little bit after I had sent them to school, or they went to school or something. So it's supposed to be, I think it's like 6 a.m. that morning up until I think 6 p.m. I was gonna do I think this 12-hour fast. But for some reason, I think around 5 o'clock, it's like God led me, okay, you need to do the whole 24 hours. So um I was gonna actually set it in at 6 p.m. that day. I was gonna end it the next day. I said, God, me not eating, because I'm ready to eat, but me not eating is a real sacrifice, because I love food. And I said, I'm expecting my money to be back on my card by 1 o'clock the next day. Now, 1 p.m. Now, I don't know why I said 1. It could have been any other time, but for some reason, I don't know. I just said 1. So lo and behold, I continued to fast, and it wasn't hard as I thought it would be. So the next day, I said, remember what I said, God, 1 o'clock. So when 1 o'clock came, I called my card. Guess what? It was there, y'all. The money was there. And I know some people might say, oh, it's just a coincidence, or you was bound to get the money anyways, which I was bound to get the money, but know how I know it was God, because a few days or weeks after that, I got a letter saying that you will receive your money again, but the date that they had was the date that the event would have already expired, already ended. So I would have missed the event that I wanted to attend. That's how I know it was a miracle. That's how I know God looked out for me. So when God did that for me, I was like, what? I'm finna always fast now. I've been going through this and this and that, different things, and all I gotta do is fast. So that year, I actually started a fasted life. Just that thing of getting miracles from fasting and losing weight too, which I wanted to do. Start living a fasting life, and then later on, it's like when I started hearing God's voice more, I knew that He wanted me to like live a fasted life. So later on that year, I think I did a Daniel fast, an actual Daniel fast. I think I could have did a 3-day fast without eating anything, and I take medicine, so I'm not inviting those who take medicine just to willy-nilly just go to fast, because I did it like that without no food. But with me, God really strengthened me. But sometimes when I do like do a fast like that, if I'm feeling like sick to my stomach, I will stop and eat. Now, of course, I'm not gonna eat a full course meal or eat something that's so pleasurable to my body, like, oh, I've been craving this, so I'm gonna eat this. No, you still need to follow like a Daniel fast or something like that. Something that's not pleasurable, but as long as it's something that you put on your stomach, if you are feeling like that. Yeah, but that year I started fasting life, and even up until now, I don't fast as much, but I fast a little bit in different things. Even with me fasting during like different periods, God has really did miracles. But it's times where I fasted and then God didn't. Oh, He did, because I seen the quote before. I'm just gonna like summarize it. Just because your blessings are not financial doesn't mean that's not a blessing. And pretty much, okay, you could have woke up this morning and nothing good, should I say, happened to you. But if you woke up, that's a blessing in itself, because there's some people that didn't even wake up this morning. So that's a blessing in itself. So just because, certain things that happened that I wanted to happen during the fast, it could have been I dropped off, I don't know, greed, or could have got more patience, or just could have woke up the next morning. That's my first testimony. I'll do part 2, the continuance of what happened after that, a little bit like starting to go event. That's probably going to be part 2 if the Lord's will. So yeah, that's pretty much all regarding that. My first testimony of fasting, like God is good. And the video that I just did, like I said, the reason why I wasn't working out, because if you did see that video, is because the first fast that I did do, it actually was a sacrifice, because I love eating and I was not familiar with like fasting like that. 3 years later, I'm familiar more, because as time has progressed, and like I can go days without food. What I noticed too is when I'm not fasting, like some foods seem so irresistible. It's like, oh, I gotta eat this. But when I'm fasting, it could be the exact same food, and I could easily say nope. Or if I'm thinking about like eating it, it's like, God, I maybe put in your mind, remember you fasting, and I could just deny just like that. It's not even a temptation. It's times where I smell food, or even cook food for my kids, or even when I wasn't with my kids and I just smell that good food my grandma used to cook and stuff like that, or smell food my mom cooked, or just smell food in general. And then I was like, oh, it smells so good. But it's like, when I fasting, it's like I was able to have that self-control, and it didn't really bother me. But if I went fast, it's like, ooh, I need this. But yeah, God will give you strength. So yeah, that's pretty much all for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2 if the Lord's will. Y'all listen.